Scientists have long had a dream, and that dream is to be a master of time, to be able to speed it up and slow it down, and perhaps even stop time itself.
The dream of time travel, what would it allow us to do? We could obviously go into the past and see what had actually occurred back then. We could also effectively go into the future and see what our ultimate destiny was. This question we could answer if we had time travel, because we could go to the ultimate future and then return to the present with the answer.
The quest to find a way to master time would take science on an adventure, deeper and deeper into strangeness, and lead to a series of dark discoveries, each one more troubling than the last. The first revelation came with strings attached. Meet Sir Isaac Newton. The first attempt to understand time systematically began with him. His work astonished his contemporaries. They were less keen, though, on the starring role he gave to marionettes.
Newton's work was absolutely revolutionary. Before Newton, there was superstition and magic. After Newton, we had 3 laws of motion and the laws of gravitation.
Newton studied time for 30 years, until finally he announced he'd made sense of it. The universe, he said, was like a giant clock. Time kept everything in order.
He had the idea that there was simply one universal absolute time, the same for everybody, everywhere. It didn't matter where they were, it was the same throughout the universe.
According to Newton, time was fixed, and its flow and pace never varied. So far, so good. All this sounded rather sensible. But what followed didn't, for Newton had a dark vision about time. He said time was so fixed, so ordered, that it must have all been planned from the beginning. Our future was already decided upon, and there was nothing we could do about it.
There was a philosophical downside to Newton's laws also. The future was predetermined. We're nothing but puppets reading from the script, reading from the book of destiny.
We like to think that what we're going to do tomorrow is undetermined except by what we decide to do. But in the Newtonian view, our detailed action tomorrow was determined in the beginning of time.
Newton's ideas were so influential, they dominated science for 200 years. It was going to take something big to overturn them. Something very big indeed.